and may not be of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another episode of the SITREP. It's another wild Friday night here on Patriot Prime Reviews. As you can tell, I'm still sitting here at the house interviewing fellow YouTubers. And my guest tonight is Transformers Talk Raw.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for me.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, man.
Excellent. Well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the SITREP. I hope we have a good time with this tonight. We always do. We pull in a lot of people. How I like to run this is I've got 10 questions for you from me, and then we'll get out there into the audience and go over some stuff. And real quick for audience members popping in, last time I had so much fun giving away decals from Toyhax. I'm going to do it again tonight. So I got a fresh set of decals for after the interview is over that we're going to give out tonight. Now, granted, I don't know if anybody watched my last week's giveaway live stream, but it was originally planned to be 30 minutes. I was going to hop on here for 30 minutes. We were going to give away some decals. We were going to talk a little bit. Then I got to talking to my buddies who I haven't talked to since Christmas. And that 30-minute live stream ended up being 3 hours and 40 minutes long. And we probably still could have went on and on and on.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, I didn't. I had a blast. If it wasn't the fact all of us were sitting there going, pass out. I think it was like 1 or 1:30 when we stopped. I get a lot of people in the chat. We got Brian Trester, Chauncey Hayworth. There's Cato, Ninja Bill, Iaconus, JJ Prime. Hey, JJ.
What's up, JJ?
And David Jones. So everybody's starting to filter in. We got 14 people watching right now. So what we will do, Input. Hello, Input. He was another fun sit rep. Just one of those, I've never really talked to him before. And it just, then you start feeding off each other. And then the comedy starts happening and all this stuff.
That's it.
All right. Well, first and foremost, before I get into the sit rep questions, why don't you tell my people a little bit about you?
Yes, sir. Well, about me.
Well, yeah, they know about me.
Okay.
I've never seen you before.
I got you. Well,
some of them may have. I don't know.
That's something, very few. Well, my channel started, well, I've been a fan since birth, really, man. But I mean, my first memories of the Transformers in the latter half of G1.
All right, hold up. Let's go ahead and start the questions in because you're answering question number 1 already.
Okay.
We'll get into everything later on. He's just like, hell with it. Let's get right into it. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. We like to derail a lot here. All right. Well, starting off, you've already kind of answered it, but very first question number 1. I have 5 questions for you as a Transformer collector, 5 questions for you as a YouTuber. And number 1, what is the appeal of Transformers for you? Continue.
Yes, sir. Well, like I was saying, man, you know, my older brother got me into the line. He always had him around. He's about your age. He was a fan from the very beginning. And you know, I remember being given the G1 the original Blur in '86. It's one of my first memories and Transformer memories. I was at my grandmother's house and he got Sandstorm. And those were our first Transformers. And I loved them ever since. And it's been family tradition. You know, me and my brother, we actually share a collection, my older brother. So we live together. It's me and him. And that's pretty much it nowadays. And but yeah.
And you can ask for a better G1 figure than Sandstorm. That's one of the best triple changers out there. I think back when I did my triple changer reviews, I reviewed them in order of how I liked them. And I'm pretty sure I picked Sandstorm as number 1. I mean, all his modes are more or less flawless.
He was fantastic. He's sturdy too, man. And we still got him.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got mine back. I was just messing with mine the other night for some reason. All right. Aside from G1, which is always the number 1 answer, what's your favorite Transformers fiction?
Oh, it's got to be Beast Wars. I mean, that's pretty much, I mean, I think that's the majority. Most folks must say Beast Wars after G1, huh?
Well, when you're thinking story wise, I mean, it is that's what drew me so much into it. I mean, granted, back in the day when it first came on, you loved that computer generated animation. Of course, you watch it now, you're like, ugh. But still, the story is what keeps you in, especially once you hit season 2 and season 3.
Oh, the writing
into season 2, when you realize that Beast Wars ties into G1, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, it is G1. I mean, basically to me. Mm-hmm. I mean, it honors it in every way. So,
all right. Question number 3: do you have a favorite figure or grail? This is one figure in your collection you will never get rid of. If you have to sell everything, this is the one that's staying.
My G1 Iguanas. It's so nostalgic to me. There's a specific memory of my father taking me and getting me that toy in specific, and I just can't ever part with that again.
That explains your comment when I did that G1 quickie, or what? Not quickie. What do you call them? Shorts. Quickies. That's another channel.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Oh, Digital Caveman says my first Transformer was the G1 Red Bumblebee. I had that one. That's when they had the collar swap between Yellow Cliff Jumper and Red Bumblebee. I had the Red Bumblebee and Yellow Cliff Jumper. I've been debating on hunting those down to put them in my collection again. When I started doing G1 now, I've got everything correct.
I got you. Yeah, those are worth some money now, ain't they?
I know. That's why I haven't added them to my collection yet.
I got you.
I'm pretty much right now where I want to be with my G1 collection. I have every Generation 1 Decepticon from the American releases. And I like a few Autobots, but they're like ones I'm cool that I don't have them. But if I find them, I'm going to add them, of course, to my collection. Of course, I was telling Bert, the Stormtrooper, the other day, I said, I need a restoration project. One of the things I love doing, I'll just go on eBay sometimes, spend $20 just on the core bot. And then over the course of, a year, 6 months, whatever, clean it up, add the decals, find the accessories, make him look brand new, review him.
Well, that's what I was trying to get you started down the path on, because I know you still needed a Deathsaurus, and I know that's not American release.
Or Overlord.
Overlord, that's right. Oh, not Deathsaurus, Overlord. But just to get the core there, and you can always add stuff to them and piece them out, So.
But the problem too, when you get those, you're like, oh, I want to complete it now, and then you're like, the problem with Overlord is every piece is about $400 or about $100.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Question number 4. What figure is your white whale? This is your most wanted figure. Mine, of course, Overlord.
I think for me, man, it would be right now is the MP Star Saber. I've been after one for a while, and I actually passed on the HasLab one.
I was about to ask if you backed that.
No, I did it first, and I canceled, and it wasn't because of the money or anything. But because I was working at the time, but I just, man, I like the MP better, the look of it, to be honest with you.
See, I almost backed him, but they were taking the money out the weekend I was going to TFCon. And I was like, man, that's just, I'm paying for food, the hotel room, whatever I get. I didn't know what I was going to spend there. And I was like, that's $160 that I just would rather keep. Yeah. And of course, I had no connection to Star Saber. My G1, I watched the American released cartoon up until it ended. And I read the G1 Marvel comics up until that ended. And that was it. I was out Transformers until Beast Wars came back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, man.
Oh, here we go. Here's a good idea. Make a time-lapse video of you completing and cleaning up a G1 bot. I would watch that.
Me too.
I've done I haven't done time-lapse, but I've done ones where I take nasty G1s that are complete, where I clean them and toy hacks them. I think I did that with a G1 Optimus Prime, or at least the cab portion.
Nice. Yeah, I've watched that too, man. Sounds cool. That's a good idea.
Oh, Brian says he regularly hits up his rubber tires with Armor All. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
That's a really good idea.
About that. I'm trying to think if I still own any of them with rubber on them.
Oh, all my mini bots have rubber. A good portion of my Autobot cars.
Yeah.
Or somebody helped me out the other night when I did the FireCons review.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it until I replayed the video. My flame feathers broke. He's cracked right at the chest.
Oh, I thought
I didn't notice it But when you watch the video and in HD, you
Yeah.
can see it, because when you're doing a review, you're looking through your camera. So your vision's distorted a little bit. I don't know how many times you'll see me grab for something and I'm like, where is it?
I noticed that myself, man, when watching the video. I thought you knew about that one.
Well, I had to go back and look, and I've got to get him down and see if I can fix him. Of course, I can buy a brand new one. Mine doesn't spark anyway, so I don't care if it doesn't spark. But I think I looked at one the other day. It's only like $15.
Yeah, I think loose, they're real cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. iBeamer says, I love the Armor idea. iBeamer, real quick, did you get your Toyhax decals? He won last week. And actually, I believe he won him for his son. Uh-oh, you froze up. There you are. I lost it for a second. Well, moving on from the white whale, this is going to finish up our views of you as a collector. Well, what is your favorite Transformer character? Any fiction, any media?
I only get one, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to make it easy.
I guess I'm going to have to say Rodimus Prime, man. It's the depth of him in the G1 cartoon was unlike any other, and you probably heard this before, the best, most well-written 80s toon protagonist, in my opinion. I mean, you never seen a hero have doubts like he did.
Some of my favorite episodes from season 3, and there's not many because season 3 is a very mixed bag, is I love the one Burden Hardest to Bear. That's when he's really self-doubting himself. And Scourge, it's funny. I think every time I talk about that bot, I call him different. Scourge, 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 Scourge for this time. When he got it and mutated.
Great episode.
Digital says, bad weather in y'all's location. I like y'all's. I use y'all's a lot.
Me too.
It was nasty in the town I work at when I left work, but a mile down the road, it was clear. And I think outside right now it's snowing, but it's supposed to all be done by 11 o'clock.
Good deal. Good deal. We was pretty clear over here. I don't think we had anything. It's just cold.
Oh, Brian, since you made this comment, Ultra open, damn it. And that's 2 M's, Magnus. Tonight, I've decided, since I had so much fun giving away a Toyhax decal set to you fine folks last week, we're going to do it again this week during this live stream. And that Toyhax decal is going to be the Toyhax decal set for Kingdom Ultra Magnus. So stay tuned as we near the end of this, and you have your opportunity to win a decal set for Kingdom Ultra Magnus from Patriot Prime Reviews and Toyhax.
Nice. That's a nice bot, too.
He is. I've got the Kingdom and 2 Earthrise versions. I got the regular Earthrise, the Kingdom, and then I got the spoiler pack Earthrise one. Or it wasn't Earthrise, it was Siege. The spoiler pack Siege when he was Ollie's for like $12.
I seen him.
$12.
I never seen him for 12. I seen him there though for about 20. But man, I'm still rocking the Combiner Wars Magnus. Never upgraded.
That is a good magnet. That's one because there for the longest time when a new figure was coming out, I sold the old one. Same way it was my video game concept or consoles for years ago.
Yeah.
And after getting rid of excuse me, I take us my Combiner Wars, like, man, that one wasn't too bad. I shouldn't have got rid of him.
No.
But none of them beat G1 because none of them actually can haul the cars and do what G1 did. There's so many G1 gimmicks that these modern figures just don't touch. Yeah, I said, we've got the sculpting's good, the articulation's great, but I miss the gimmicks. I mean, how cool would it be now to have modern fire cons that they can actually shoot?
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, man. A lot of people, though, in my opinion, don't bring this one up. This issue, I haven't heard it, is G1 were just fun. They were fun to just flip back and forth casually. And nowadays, I can take this guy here. He's not fun to just sit back and switch back and forth like a battle charger.
Yeah, that's a plastic turd right there. If you get the opportunity to get the, I can't remember the third-party version, but he's a little bit smaller, that is a damn near perfect Scorponok.
Really?
He's called the Stinger Warrior, but I can't remember the brand right now. And who was Deluxe Baldwin? He's all over these new Legends scale figures. And I've never been a huge fan. I'm like, well, they're Legend scale. They're this big. But I've been getting a few of those lately, and oh my God, they're awesome. It's just still hard to cough up $40 on a figure that small.
Yeah.
But then you're looking at what we're getting now. You know, he's about 25, this size.
Does he still have the QC problem with the legs, the thigh looseness? You fixed it?
I fixed it.
Good job.
And right. I remember there's been a lot of people ask you, how do you fix the loose joints on your figures? Well,
nice.
Pledge.
Nice.
I take Q-tips and I dip in there, get the drops of Pledge, drop a couple drops in the joint, work it in, let him set overnight. And if you recall, this figure, the knees,
yeah, they're really bad.
Terrible. I mean, the hips on mine are still a little loose because they're a lot heavy. But if I hold him by the hips right here, those knees don't budge.
Good deal.
But, you know, they're not stuck. They're just stiffened now, thanks to Pledge Floyd Cleaner. So, yes.
They just send a check, man.
So, right there, and I tell a lot of people, like, well, why don't you use Kiki? I was like, well, a bottle of Kiki is $10 for that much. You could use up that in a couple months. Mm-hmm. I've had this for 3 years. Look, I've had this for 3 years.
Well, yeah, that was a problem with the mold. I mean, it seems like
I know it was so disappointing when I first got him. And of course, I'm one, when I do my reviews, I don't fix the figure first. I take it out. How he comes out of the package is how you're going to get him. And then I'll talk about fixing him later on. And actually, I had forgotten about fixing him until I went to Toyhax him, and I stood him up to do the intro where, hey, here's these decals. And I'd stand him up, he'd fall over. I'd stand him up, he'd fall over. I was like, all right, time to fix this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get Magnus off this screen and bring back up our questions. All right, we're going into what possessed you, a grown-ass man, to do toy reviews on YouTube. Now, real quick, this is where you talk about you used to do toy reviews, but, well, no, that's going to lead into another question. So let's just talk about what inspired you to get into YouTube first.
Well, I mean, I think that I have one of the few things I compliment myself on often, and there's not many of them. Is my speaking voice. I think is okay. So, you know, doing videos.
It's like you're from the South or something.
Yeah, it is. Louisiana, originally. Not in the bayou. Excuse me. But, you know, what you're here for, you know, that passion and that love of the Transformers in general, that's, you know, and wanting to add to the community, you know, that's really why I started doing YouTube. Another thing is boredom. But yeah, that's why I got started with it.
And of course, what I tell many people, it's something extra you can add to your collection because, okay, normally before YouTube, I would buy this figure, take him out of the box, transform him a couple of times, put him on the shelves. Now it's don't take him out of the box yet because I have to film him in the box. Then I take him out, play with him, film, you know, on and on. So it adds to it. And it's almost like our version of show and tell.
Yep, that's it.
So you're kind of hanging out and showing off some goodies.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
And we talked earlier. Do you have any new any bots on the radar? Anything coming in? Did you order the Amazon Golden Disc Collection set? I see Tigertron shipping now.
No, I got the Mutant Tigertron. No, I didn't pick him up, man. I got Tigertron last night. I told you that earlier, and I picked up Scorponok last night finally. But after we got Blaster, I haven't gotten anybody ordering anybody Transformers wise. I got a few Black Series on the way, but other than Transformers, no, not too many, buddy. I'm waiting on Legacy to hit the stores.
Yeah, I think we're not going to see Legacy until May. This is going by Amazon. Of course, Amazon also said we weren't getting any of these Golden Disc Collection bots until March. And they started shipping, last month? We got Jackpot, Sights, Huffer and Puffer, or not Huffer.
And Pterosaur. And that's the only one I wish I would have ordered, really.
And that's the one they sold out already.
I know. That's the only one they sold out with already. I can't find it. There's one on eBay, and he's like $80.
Tigertron sold out too, finally. His
really?
pre-order sold out. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think so. Let me look real quick. I've got my new if this will let me look without throwing everything on, but I'm pretty sure the Tagatron's unavailable now.
Oh, Lord.
This is some outstanding TV here. Let's just watch these guys surf the internet for a while.
Sorry.
All right, not yet shipped. I remember when you could order from Amazon and get it in 2 days. Now you order stuff that's in stock and it still don't come till a week. All right, here we are. Mutant Tagatron. Okay, he's back up. I guess he's in stock now.
I looked last night and they had him in stock.
Yeah, he's in stock right now, $31.49. I'll add that to the stream so people can look at it. There we are. $31.49.
It's cool they gave him that mutant head back. That's real neat.
Yeah. And that's actually, I didn't realize until I was researching him a little better that his G1 original card art, he wasn't white. He was orange with that mutant head,
Really?
which I'll go over in my review whenever I get him. Well, it says free delivery February 14th through 18th. So I guess he may be in stock. They're just slow shipping him. But we were talking about Pterosaur.
I'm going to get that Pterosaur eventually somehow. I'm not.
Yeah, he is still temporarily out of stock. He's been temporarily out of stock since the week they released him.
Yeah, I really wish I would have grabbed him when I could have.
All right. So let's move on. This will kind of lead into why you changed your format up. Hey, Slow DK, David CT, Vasily Stalin. Plays the USSR anthem, Russia. Yeah, I guess we'll be seeing you guys soon. Reliving the 80s. Let's go back to Russia. My God. All right. Where was I? Here we are. What keeps inspiring you to get in front of your camera?
Well, I mean,
looking at yourself.
That's right. Well, I'm not sure where to look, man. Actually, right now, do I look right here? But to look at you, I'm looking. Got to look.
See,
here,
I angle mine perfectly, so I can look right here. My camera's up here. I can look here, but the way I have it angled, it looks like I'm looking straight at you. So the things I learned doing this.
Well, really, when I see an issue that I care about, and that's really another reason why I started my podcast now, is I wanted to
that's where I want you to lead into now, because you used to do figure reviews.
Yes, sir.
You got tired of doing figure reviews, and now you just discuss. You just talk raw. That's what you do now. You talk raw. Tell my people why you decided to talk raw.
All right.
All
well,
right.
Man, I wasn't very good at reviews. Everyone was better. So I said, well, and I don't have the setup or the equipment. And there was a serious lack in the beginning of Transformers podcasts in general, guys that just did podcasts or covered the news in podcast form. And now I think there's only maybe a dozen, only 6 off the top of my head, half a dozen off the top of my head. So, and I wanted one that I would listen to, because a lot of these guys, and I'm not going to call out names or be negative or anything like that, but they'll go on and on and on for an hour and a half, 2 hours, these giant podcast segments. And that's not for me, man. I don't have that life where I can sit around for 2 hours and listen for a guy talking his opinion about Transformers. So that's why I keep my segments very short in digestible pieces. But
yeah, Brian got it. Our Russian friend got booted.
Oh,
I've got some of my minions in the chat to take care of things for me.
Good deal. I don't got none of those yet. I'll have to give me a couple.
Minions are fun to have. I'm a minion on somebody else's channel, so it all works out.
Good deal. Well, but yeah, man, I wanted a podcast that I would enjoy listening to, and content that I would enjoy, and that's what I'm trying to aim for and strive for. It's hard though. Every week finding those subjects that are captivating and interesting, and to continue with it,
And see, I've had people ask me, why don't I do like news stuff? I'm like, well, man, first off, I work, and a lot of this stuff drops at noon, 1 o'clock, and I can't just be at the office and set up a webcam and go to town. And plus, other people have that niche, and I just feel like nobody's going to watch me for that. I told you earlier in the backstage before we started, there's 3 things people watch me for, and that's pretty much it. Every time I branch out, nobody wants to watch it. So I stick to.
You were lucky enough, man, and I'm not saying lucky. You have the skill and the ability, and you found that niche that people like, and that's you, and you know how to present yourself and put yourself out there in a way where people are going to keep coming back to you. But in my case, there's nothing like that. I don't know how to produce those vids like that. I don't have the personality or experience you got. So what I'm going to have to do is find a different niche and a different way to go about it.
And you got to do what works. That's like with me too. I also decided way back in the beginning, I was going to do my format. You see me, you see the figure, you'll see me at the end. And I just thought that is a better way to personalize your videos where the people can get to know you. And I think I had mentioned this, talking about this somewhere else, is how do you see yourself as a YouTuber now? Do you consider yourself somebody that a YouTuber just a reviewer, or now do you see yourself as a personality? And it's just funny how you have to kind of approach, how do you want to attack this? And of course, I love going into the stream, or not the streams. Yeah, I guess so the chats. I read all the comments because I'm doing this for everybody who's watching me. It's fun for me to do it, but I want to appeal to my viewers. I mean, I'm not going to take one person and change my whole format because one guy doesn't like I do this. Right. I mean, but I may think about, okay, this one guy didn't like, maybe if I tweak it a little bit, but I'm not going to change who I am for somebody else. And most everybody's really positive with how I do things. It's so funny. They don't like change because there's some videos that I would put background music in. So some of the other guys, they background music all the time. Right. Every now and then I'll throw in background music. And the main reason, either I have my dog under here making horrible noises, or you'll hear my kid playing. So I put the music in to kind of cover that. And it's funny. That'll be the first comments. Oh, why do you have music on there? And I was like, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, you know, man, what's interesting is some of the largest YouTubers in general, I've noticed, anytime they change up the smallest little thing, they catch hell for it. You know, so, I mean, you look at GMM, those guys, I think they've tried to change up their show a couple times, and people just give them hell, you know, for it. For Transformers guys, reviewers, and more specifically podcast guys that don't do reviews, that's an even smaller niche. So you got to really find your own way to go about it. I mean, but
I've seen that too, where a lot of people they'll subscribe to so many and you just can't watch them all.
No.
And I'll admit there's a lot of people I subscribe to, but on slow days, man, I'm on there all the time. Now my YouTube friends, I watch them constantly, but one of the things I have gotten the habit of lately is I don't watch figure reviews of a figure I know I'm going to review. That way it is fresh. And I don't want one person to ever say, well, I can't, that's what Cato said in his review. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't watch Cato's review.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
After I'll review it, I'll go back and I'll see how other people do it. But that way it's fresh in my head. This is my perspective.
Yeah. That's a good idea, man. I never thought of that.
I like Transformers fans don't like change. That is ironically hilarious.
That is.
All right, where were we now? All right, and this kind of covers what you already went over. There are thousands of toy reviewers on YouTube. What makes you any different from the rest?
Yeah. I mean, oh, okay. Well, I'm not really doing reviews anymore. But as far as the podcasting goes,
but it's about Transformers. So you're a Transformer YouTuber. What makes you different from the rest? Let's put it that way.
Well, I try and only speak the truth and from my heart and what I feel on certain topics. Now, they're not popular at all. I think I caught all kinds of hell for some of those subjects I cover, man. I've received hate mail for it. I think I've posted one video a couple weeks ago or last week, just for calling out certain disturbances that I've noticed in our hobby. And those things are negative, and I try not to be negative so much, but at the same time, some certain things need to be said, and it's not even trying to take our hobby so seriously. It's just trying to correct something that I see kind of wrong. But Yeah, I think there's a balance there.
No, definitely. All right. So, what is the one thing that you don't like about being a YouTuber?
Oh, well, there's nothing I don't like. It's just the fact that your energy and your time, you have to find that way to balance it all. Because, I've always heard be consistent. And I like what you do as far as you have different little series you do and you have it all organized. And so that's what I've tried to do also in a certain way, is have different series of shorts. I've had a lot of solid views on my short series rather than my podcast segments. And so I've come out with different playlists and types of shorts. So I have my Transformers retrospectives, my Toy Evolution shorts, Sunbow Theory shorts. And these are 3 different series I've tried to develop on my own. And they get some good views, man. I wish I could apply those views to my podcast segments. But other than that, I don't really not enjoy anything about YouTube so far.
What's funny is shorts are okay. I hate filming at that angle. I like the widescreen look. I despise, because when I do the shorts, I have to set up like another extra little tripod in front of my ring light to angle it just so everything will fit. And of course, my little shorts that hit pretty good is those little pretender ones I do, like for iguanas. I haven't done any for a while. I just had iguanas right there, and I thought I'll do that. And I've never done the rotation before, and I'm going to do that with some more of them.
Nice.
All right, let's see. All right, what's your feelings on the Transformers social community? And do you have any special shout outs yourself? And real quick, if anybody is interested in checking out TTR's channel, I have a link to his channel in the description of this video. Yes, down there.
I'm not pointing at my crotch. I'm pointing at the description.
Yeah, that's another channel too. So anyway, you got any special shout outs, or how do you feel about the community in general?
Oh, man. The community in general. You sure you want to ask me that?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
No, I appreciate it. Well, I think the community.
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay, this is you. I'm going to drink my pineapple Rolling Rock. Brand new, just discovered. Man, it's delicious.
That does look good. I wish I would have went on a beer run. But, man, the community is filled with wonderful, great people, man. I'm the truth. I've met some good guys online so far, but like I indicated earlier, man, we have some problems within our community, and it's accepting and being accepting of certain practices that occur, not drawing a line in the sand as far as these issues go. And if you'd like to hear about those issues, anyone, just check out my channel. but I mean, and also I've noticed this on our social media, man. There's a trend of Transformer fans being really unkind to each other over the most minute things.
I used to belong to so many Transformer groups on Facebook, and I think I've dropped myself down to 5 because, like you said, you'll have somebody, he's just starting. Hey, I'm a brand new Transformer collector. I'm into G1. I just got these 10 figures. This is my setup right now. And you'll see people piss on him immediately. Oh, why'd you get those figures? It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough shit going on in the world. Let's be cool with the toys. Hey, T-Man. That's the parent's favorite reviewer right there. If you don't know that joke, he had some parent comment on his page one time because he gave a figure a negative review that the parent's kid was so looking forward to this figure, but T-Man didn't like it. How dare T-Man not like that figure?
Yeah. I've seen guys that they've got it. I know that you don't like Bayverse, for example. I don't like Bayverse. But if someone,
I don't mind it. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. It's got its moments. There's a few Bayverse figures over there on the shelf, mainly the Megatrons. I like Megatrons.
Well, that's not our first love. I guess that's what I meant.
No, there's no love to it. It's one of those. That's the series you'll take on a blind date, and you may take to a fast food restaurant. A quick hug. Okay, I hope we do this again sometime. That's it. That's not the one you take and make out in the corner. I've never used that analogy before. Hope the wife's not watching this.
But I've seen guys get called out just for starting in Bayverse in these social media groups, and they being so upset they've had to leave, or they end up just not being able to handle it and go back off on somebody.
Bayverse is life. Yeah, what's bad is you think about Bayverse is some people's G1. I mean, my God, that came out in 07.
Right.
That's unreal. You think about it. And I'll admit, man, I went and saw the first Transformer movie probably about 6 times.
6 times?
Yeah.
Man.
It
was a decent movie, man. It wasn't bad at all. But yeah, for myself, well, let's save it.
Now, I got a bunch of the figures, and how cool was it? The first time you saw the trailer and you see Blackout transform, you heard that.
Yeah.
Right,
that was a good figure, man. That
screen,
Voyager Blackout, that was a great figure.
And then, of course, they just jumped the shark. Now, I loved Bumblebee. That was Bayverse. Well, it's not really Bayverse, but kind of in style. That was done right. You had, and the first, God, how many times we watched the opening scene of that, whether it be on the Blu-ray or on YouTube, and now we're getting the figures for it. Can't wait till those show up. And
I enjoyed it.
The story was good. Everybody's like, oh, it's just E.T. with Transformers. Like, okay, E.T. was good. So this is good. Plus, I love how there was so much character developed with the villains, and they weren't villains we know. So we weren't pissed off that they didn't turn into things like they were supposed to. Here's some villains created specifically for the movie.
Well, that's like comparing The Force Awakens to A New Hope, almost.
You don't. You don't.
No, you don't. But people do. And
what you reading?
Oh, I was reading Beamer's comment there. I never understand why people feel like they have to bag on what someone else likes. Yeah, me neither, man.
That's the internet. Everybody's safe behind their keyboard. Back in our day, you didn't. Well, I don't remember us talking shit about toys in my day anyway, back in the day. But yeah, that's the joy. That's the joy about the way we live now. But most of the groups I'm in are very positive. I was like, there's enough shit going on in the world. This is my escape.
Yeah.
I come up here, my reviews, you guys this is my escape. I don't want to deal with real world crap.
Well, it's one thing to have a different opinion with something, but without being disrespectful. I can hate a figure, but at the same time, you don't have to disrespect that person, and you do have to respect that they enjoy it. Hey, Rodimus, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, there's Ray Rodimus. Just speaking to him earlier. I hope you got everything lined up with your upcoming video that I know of that I'm going to keep secret from everybody else. So last question before we get into the audience and the giveaway. You got any channel goals for yourself? And go ahead and, I guess, plug yourself. I have your YouTube channel here in the descriptions. Do you have Instagram, stuff like that? Go for it.
Well, I'll give you the folks the pitch I give on the podcast. Check that link in the description below. Well, in this case, you can, but head on over to my channel and check the links in my T-Talk videos for links to you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Spotify, where you can listen in on Spotify, and you can join our Facebook group. There you can chat bots with us, share your own channels or pages, whatever you like. I'm sure be glad to see you guys.
Yeah, your Facebook group's grown pretty quick. I've noticed that.
I spent a lot of time sending out invites. So,
all right. Well, that pretty much wraps up our SITREP. So if anybody's got anything in the comments you want to talk about, and then I'll go over our giveaway, or my giveaway I'm going to do. And real quick, while I have you on here, I want to thank you personally for becoming a channel member.
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
I don't think I've had a channel member on here on a SITREP before, so thank you so much. I appreciate your support.
No, yes, sir. And like I told you before, man, I appreciate your service. And I don't think you hear that enough. But, well, you might hear it a lot, but you deserve to hear it. So.
Well, since nobody's super chat me in this video, I'm going to give you an award for becoming a channel member. So here you go.
Oh, dear Jesus.
There was a couple drinks involved that night, wasn't there?
There was a lot of drinks involved. All right, so the chat is open. Anybody have any questions for me or my guest, TTR? We got PPR and TTR here in the house tonight. Get my blaster voice going on. That intro took me forever to shoot because I had just got over that sickness, whatever I had, and doing that radio voice was killing my throat. Oh, here we go. Oh, dear Jesus. Kano, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's give you something, buddy. Have I got anything new on here lately? Let's see. Here's one that'll give you nightmares.
Oh, do you find me sexy? Oh, look at my titties. Oh, my titties! Ah!
Every time I see that, I'm like, I need to go to the gym. Oh, and Slow DK hit me too. Slow DK, he likes the what do you call it? What do they call it? The deep fakes. That's what they call it. Let's find him a good one. I know one he likes. I need to make some more of these. I got them saved on my phone. Just need to transfer them over.
Hey, Holmes. Hey, man, that's soul, man. I've been smoking since I was born, man. I could smoke anything, man. I think you better light it in here, man.
What?
These gas fumes, man.
Oh, man.
I think every time I play that one, the first time I made it, I reversed Bert and I.
I haven't seen that one, man. That's a good one.
Well, it's because I haven't uploaded it because Bert looks the same and so do I. The way the facial hair on those two are, you can't tell the difference between them. But yeah, I say it works sometimes. I make some of that. I've got a few on there that the music on the damn video causes my I get the copyright strike.
Oh Lord, I hadn't had that problem yet. Thank God. But I miss your old music, man. I like the Hogan music.
You know, I got that you're talking about changes. When I shifted from that Hulk Hogan intro to what I have now with the PPR logo, so many people were pissed. I can't believe you changed the music. And I was like, listen, I got away with that for a year and a half. And then all of a sudden YouTube started catching it. Right. I didn't get copyright struck. I mean, They didn't pull my videos down, but it was like the warnings or what Rodimus knows better what it's called. But I got those. Hell, I don't know what they're called, but it's not where they take your channel down. It's like, okay, you put that music on there, you're allowed to use it, but now the artist gets all the credit for your video. And at that point, I was like, okay, I need to come up with something new. And that's when I was discovering a lot of my friends were doing those wild titles. And I must have spent a good 2 to 3 days going through all copyright claim. Thanks, Hoyce. Going through so many. Oh, there's Rod. I knew he'd hit me. Copyright claim. That is what it's called. So I went through tons of music from the YouTube library because they got this huge library of music you can use, which is pretty cool from them to do that. And you can go by genre and how you want it. And I wanted angry rock. And it probably day 3, I found that song. And I was like, that can work. And I actually took that song with the animation for my title, and I was able to get it to where it kind of worked exactly with the way my title spins. And I was like, there we go.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. So, that's just that nostalgic Hogan. I remember growing up hearing that song. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it worked. And I thought, well, that was perfect because, that was the patriotic song, and I had the flag and everything. And Hulk Hogan, I mean, it worked for what it was at the time.
Yeah, but it's weird. YouTube's got their policies.
Oh, I know. Everybody's hitting me now. Copyright claims. Yeah, it's funny. I can never remember that. I always called a strike. I've yet to get a strike. Thank goodness. Now, man, I used to get so many copyright claims on my NECA reviews. That's why I more or less quit doing those. Because when I do the NECA reviews, I like to show the figure off. And then as I go into his different accessories, I'll show scenes from the movie where that accessory comes in.
Right.
And what's funny, my very first NECA review was the T800 Tech Noir Terminator. When you first see him in Terminator.
Right.
And instead of doing the Patriot Prime intro, I put the Terminator theme. I mean, it's 10 seconds. And YouTube got me on the boom. And they nailed it. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, some of my Jason videos, man, I got whole scenes of people getting gutted. It's no problem whatsoever. They're more after you for music than the scenes. Like I did the Sparkabots commercial in my video.
Right.
And I got a blooper reel for you guys. I did that review all in one take. Normally I'll do a review, I screw up, I start over. For the life of me, if you watch my Sparkabot reviews, I'm talking about how they didn't make their appearance on the TV show, but they made appearance in the cartoon. And then I have the clip of their commercial.
Right.
And then I go into talking about the Marvel comics. I kept dropping the ball on which issue they were in, what they did in Marvel comics, and I must have did that 10 times. And I would just stop, cuss, go again, stop, until I finally got it. I must have 5 minutes of just me. In issue 46, in issue 46, and you'll see why those edits help so much when you have brain farts. Oh, I've seen people talking about Buzzsaw in here. Talk about Buzzsaw in the cartoon. And I think the only time I remember seeing Buzzsaw in the cartoon, of course, I haven't watched G1 in years, is I'm thinking it was Ultimate Doom. Ultimate Doom also featured Buzzsaw, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you might be right, man. I just don't remember seeing him.
Oh, had a clip of Soundwave and Blaster blowing each other up with no audio that got claimed. Wow. Now, a lot of times if I do the big, long clips, I put it in the corner of the video. You'll see it up there, like in the right corner. Instead, like I may do a 10 seconds, 15 seconds, full video, and then I'll put like the longer ones up at the top where I'm talking over it. And I've got these little sticker things that kind of mess up the orientation of the video. So sometimes that works. You never know what's going to work. Hey, elites, Mindwipe87. See if anybody else has hopped in here. All right, we got 27 people watching now. That's a good even number. What I am going to do for you guys tonight, just because it was so much fun last time, is I'm going to do another Toyhax giveaway. I know, I'm so generous. And the one I'm going to do a giveaway on tonight is for Kingdom Ultra Magnus. I have got a fresh Toyhax decal set right here for Kingdom Ultra Magnus that some lucky viewer is going to get tonight. We're going to do the drawing tonight.
Yeah,
Buzzsaw showed up in City of Steel. Okay. Like I said, it's just been a long time. I knew Rodimus is your G1 guy.
Yeah, well,
it probably just didn't take him long either. He probably just looks to the left, accesses that part of the brain, and he knows where.
I mean, he couldn't have been in there more than 0.2 seconds and way in the background in any of those.
But it's funny. I mean, he was featured a lot in the comics, but of course they always got the collars mixed up. And I mean, one particular, I mean, it shows he was known for his beak that could cut through anything, and they used him to. He demonstrated his prowess. It is only what's only USA. USA.
Oh, I think they're asking you if the contest winners are the giveaway winner only ship in the USA. I believe. I could be wrong.
You know, I don't mind shipping Toyhax decals overseas. What's an extra $1? Now, if I was shipping a figure, you and I'd make some shipping arrangements after the video. But
oh, brother, I sent one to Portugal last week. It was bad. It was rough.
There's a couple countries I will never ship to because I've shipped to them twice and their copyright, or not their copyright, I haven't got that stuck in my head. Customs. They'll just keep shit. They don't care. There was a guy I sold, for some reason, my Walmart was a gold mine of Netflix sound waves. So they were coming in and I was getting on the phone, pretty much all my buddies that I know of. Hey, you need a sound wave, And I was buying them left to right. End up buying one for somebody he didn't want it. So I sold in my Facebook group or my Patriot Prime page. Guy gave me his email address or his address. It was perfect. I shipped it off like I always do. I work 2 blocks from the post office. So there's no problem shipping. He lived in Miami. His package arrived at the Miami hub and disappeared. And the tracking to this day still says en route late. That was last April.
Jeez.
So I had to.
Why don't you show up?
He filed a thing on me, and I had to pay him money. But so I was out buying the figure, and I was out the shipping, and I was at. So.
That stinks, man.
Oh, let's see the Rumble Frenzy debate. They want to get into that. Well, I've got a special. Oh, real quick, Elites hit us up. Elites, thank you for the super chat, and he's the one that started all the Burts. So I'll give him a special Burt video.
You pick up your palette knife and then work that into meat. Give your meat a good old rub. That's it. Nice and hot. Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
I make fun of Bert so much on here, and you never get him on. Let's see if I can find my special Rumble Frenzy video. I save it.
Let's see here.
I'll let you read the chat while I find it. It always takes me a while to find this thing.
Well, Rodimus Prime was saying he has a video on Rumble and Frenzy, which and Buzzsaw was also in the Headmasters when Soundwave became Sound Blaster. I didn't know that.
Headmasters was a series I tried to watch. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. All right, here you go. Here's my argument on the Rumble and Frenzy thing. Let me see if I can get this full screen. Oops.
That's right.
One more time for those of you in the back.
Nice. I feel that passionate about the Cyclonus bombshell debate. Of course, me and Rodimus Primal, we had a really long private conversation about that. You can ask him about that, but we went into it about that. Of course, the man's knowledgeable. He's hard to debate with because he knows his stuff.
Oh, I know. Great dude. We had such a good time hanging out at TFCon, and I've mentioned that so many times. It was just like, of course, everybody. T-Man was there. So many good people, and it wasn't an hour down the road where I was already like, when's the next time we're going to see those guys again? It just sucked. It was such a great weekend. All right, so let me get this up once again. So let's go ahead and get this drawing going. So I have in my hands, you got 3 decal sheets for Kingdom Ultra Magnus. It looks to be like they are on a combination of foil and vinyl backing. So 3 decal sheets. And what you are going to put in the chat in order to be considered for the giveaway. And TTR, you are welcome to join in as well. I want you to type in this, and it has to be, it's case sensitive. So hashtag Toyhax. We'll keep it simple. Lowercase. It is case sensitive.
I'm gonna save it for them other fellows since I'm just rocking the Combiner Wars one.
Okay.
But it is a nice set though, and I do like the Magnus.
So let me go ahead and get this StreamYard giveaway tool is pretty neat. I mean, I tried it out for the first time the other day, and I thought that was pretty awesome how it worked out. And the winner, and what's cool is these people are in the chat. And I used to do giveaways quite often on the channel. I'd do like a Friday night. Here's what we're giving away. Put this in the comments and we'll draw next week. You get people that would never, ever comment back or never reply. Yeah. You'd say, hey, you won. And you
I
never
gave away
see them again.
A core class Soundwave last week or a few days ago. And I didn't know how to run the giveaway. It was my first live stream. And I think I had them either choose. It was only, of course, like 4 or 5 guys there. Either choose to guess a number or answer a trivia question. And ended up, everybody left. There's one guy there. I just sent it to him because he wanted it. So
well, there's a couple different things. If you're doing the StreamYard, this StreamYard thing, this is something they just started doing a couple months ago. And I thought it worked really good. And then you have the winner right here in the chat. And then for like other giveaways, there's the random comment picker. But you got to really get in there and you put in, you want to make sure the person, multiple people aren't going in there and comment over and over again. So yes, If you got that idea, it's going to catch you if you're putting it in there multiple times. And since I typed it in, if I win, we'll spin it again. But I don't doubt that's going to happen.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sure I know how to spell Toyhax, Brian. Did you see that Captain Kirk thing or Captain Picard thing I made about the Toyhax?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Yeah, legit. Since I have started doing Toyhax reviews, every other one, if you see my videos and you know how I do things, I have the Toyhax logo in the corner of the video. The title of the video is Toyhax Decal Set for such and such figure. I will say the word Toyhax to where it's a drinking game through the video, and I will still have people say, hey, where do you get those decals at? Kmart, Sporting Goods. All right, so we're 54 minutes in right now. We will shoot the shit for a while. I will do the drawing at an hour. So you got five minutes to activate some shit. And I tell you what, whoever wins that Ultra Magnus set, I was showing Transformers Talk Raw. Right before I went to TFCon, I hit Toyhax up with a message because they made decals of my logo. And I took a bunch of them to TFCon, but I ran out. I only had like 75 to take. And I was like, can you guys send me some more logos to take to TFCon? So they misunderstood that I wanted more of my logos, and they sent me some Decepticon logos. So I have
That's not bad. That's pretty cool, though.
a few Decepticon logos to give away times 2. So I got a few of these.
Yeah, I think
So
I
if you
need
get
some
the
of
Ultra
those.
Magnus set, you're going to get a couple Decepticon insignias as well.
I'm down to just the gold back ones. I made an order from Toyhax not too long ago.
Oh, we know everything's getting jacked up, brother. Have you bought groceries lately? And hey, real quick, is anybody else having a hard time finding biscuits?
Biscuits. Like the
Biscuits.
frozen ones?
Like you pop a can biscuits.
Yeah, you know what? I noticed that. I didn't see many of them there either at Walmart.
I mean, well, yeah, a year ago, people's hoarding toilet paper, and now they're hoarding biscuits. So I don't know how they're wiping their ass now, but my God.
Might be something to do with the weather, man. They're staying home and just eating biscuits. They got all these winter storms. Well,
What's Rama said? I meant to give people buttons, left them in a different bag. Clear back Decepticon logos. Let me see. Are these clear or not? Sometimes there's times Toyhax will surprise me. I think a logo's on a white background or a gray, and they're actually clear. So let's break out the old. Where are they? I told you my desk is a mess. Here they are, my official Toyhax tweezers. Let's see what these are. I have got no fingernails. I'm trying to find the edge. Ah, these are clear.
nice.
I've tried the wrong end. Yeah, these. Oh, here. Shit. Let me hold up the bar. So yeah, these are clear. Clear to say. Oh, this. I thought they were. I've had these since TFCon. I thought they were white background. That changes everything. Well, shit. Just put it on the back. This will be mine.
Oh, T-Man said he didn't get his Toyhax order. They didn't charge him, but they never sent him his stuff.
Huh. What'd you order? I know it's been a bad delay because I ordered a bunch of stuff from them the first of the month. Like I ordered something the end of December, end of January, or the first week of January, and didn't hear anything from them. Then I got a big pack. All my orders came at once. I don't know if they stockpiled to save shipping or what. That's why a couple of weeks ago you saw like nonstop Toyhax reviews from me.
Right. Yeah. That was a nice set. The Rodimus Prime Kingdom set. That was a good set. I was waiting on that one.
The super. You know what's funny? The super big decals are the ones I hate putting on. I don't mind the eye decals. A lot of people have problems with those.
Scare me, man.
Dude, I laughed at my wife, or I was kind of offended that my wife gave me readers in my Christmas stocking. I was like, talk about looking old. But these are the best damn Toyhax tools that I have right now. So I get up here and I'll put the hat on backwards and I put on my 80s Pandora. I've been listening to a lot of Meatloaf lately. Put my readers on and I just get the Toyhax. Back in my day when you could find biscuits in the store. All right, we are 1 minute away from the drawing. I hope everybody's got their stuff in. We're doing a Kingdom Ultra Magnus Toyhax set with, because I'm generous, 2 clear Decepticon logos. Putting them in there right now. So 5 decal sheets from me. And these nice, cool Toyhax Armory backboards. And I will mail them tomorrow. That's how good I am. I got to go to work tomorrow. I don't work often on Saturdays, but I have to go into work tomorrow and taken care of.
I'm glad I don't imitate pro wrestlers when I go on live streams. Who imitates pro wrestlers? What's going on, brother?
Bert can do a hell of a Macho Man.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I've got a Tudors here in West Virginia. That's like a good biscuit. Boy, West Virginia's proud right now. I don't know if you saw the news where our governor did the State of the State address last night, and at the very end, he held up his bulldog and showed the nation his bulldog's ass and told Bette Midler to kiss it. Proud.
I missed that one
right here, right now.
I've never been that far on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah. All right. We are an hour in. Let's draw for those decals. So I'm going to get the screen up for you guys. And this is how it works. I'm going to blow this up big. Is right here. I'm going to choose the broadcast, which is simple. It's PPR presents the SITREP with Transformers Talk Raw. And now match the text, which is hashtag Toyhax, all lowercase. And now let's see how many comments we got.
T-Man went, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love them decals. Yes.
That's a good one. I love me some David K, man. He's a legend.
All right, we got 14 entries in this, which is about right. We got 31 people, 34. 14 entries. If you guys are ready to draw, we shall. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, I saw me. Saw me again. Oh, if I win, I'm going to shit. Oh, Jay Lee.
Nice.
Mr. I never win anything, just one. And he's been a long-time subscriber. I love the animation with this. That's really cool. So, Jay
cool,
Lee,
man.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats, man.
Congratulations. I will get these to you ASAP. That's awesome. I like this. I'm going to start ordering extra Toyhax decals just so I can do this more often.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check out the StreamYard in general. I haven't even checked that one out.
It's nice. It's pretty cool. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty much flawless. It's easy to work. I mean, some of the things are kind of an issue just to learn. I mean, it's not a steep learning curve or
right.
You know what I mean? It's not that hard, but once you start figuring out.
Yeah.
Is Jay Lee still in the chat? Yeah, there he is. Sweet. So, yeah, we will hook you up, brother. I kept seeing my name pop up. I was like, man, I hope I don't. This will just look bad if I win it. That's awesome. All right. Well, that is pretty much. I try not to keep these sit reps and over an hour. I mean, it's not like a 30-minute giveaway that goes into 3 hours and 40 minutes.
I understand, buddy. I know I'm not the most chatty of guests you probably had on the show, and but
hey, my shortest one was 30 minutes.
Really, I was watching your interview with Diecast Norbs last night. And man, he's a lively feller, and he's very positive.
His videos are a hoot. He's just so personality.
Yeah,
I forget. There's something. I was going to call him out on his video, but I ain't gonna do it because I'm trying to think of the word that he says. Just it's like every other word's that word. Because I was going to joke with him and said, "My God, I can make a drinking game out of your videos."
A great fellow, though.
Jay Lee, we're friends on Facebook, and you follow all my stuff. Message me with your address, and I'll get those decals out to you. Like I said, tomorrow. I have to work 9 to noon tomorrow. I can put them all together. Right in the mail they go.
Man.
Oh, here you go. You got called out. You do a podcast, but you're not chatty. That's like Transformer fans that hate change.
Well, as a guest,
what the hell, man?
I feel responsible to shut up and let our buddy Mr. Jason keep the steering wheel, so to speak.
Yeah, but the show's not about me. I haven't interviewed myself yet. Which that may be
you need to let somebody interview you, though, man.
Yeah. I think it was Elites. That was the longest, and it just kept going and going and going. Because I wasn't expecting everybody to hop in. All my buddies, our con bros, as we call ourselves, we're all on a big chat together. And I just threw the link out. And it's just me for like 15 minutes. Then Deluxe hopped in, and everybody just pop, 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 pop. It's like, here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you hopping in on the chat. Something to do on a Friday night, cold Friday night. It is it's 29. It was like 7 last week, so it's not too bad here. But I am under a winter storm advisory. TTR, thank you so much for hopping in. thank you so much for being a channel member. I do appreciate that. And that's pretty much it. So if you got any final words you want to tell everybody before we cut her out.
I thank you guys so much for listening. Check out the podcast. Be sure to thank Patriot Prime for his service every chance you get, because the man, if he wouldn't have done it, we wouldn't all be able to act like man children every day and be man children. So, but we appreciate it, man. I thank you for having me on.
Oh, not a problem. And I want to thank you guys. And once again, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. This is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!